Okay, and we're back with another exciting, riveting, and blood-pumping episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. When we left off, we were writing a poem.
Yes.
So, I don't know how this works.
Just pick words that you think the girls will like.
Yeah. I mean, there's no it doesn't give you any context to the words you're picking, so just... gung-ho, do whatever, you know what I'm saying?
I like the words fireflies and fester.
Fester?
Passion. I'm gonna put passion.
Okay.
Passion.
It's gonna be a passionate reading.
Passion. Excitement.
Passion.
Animate, no. Doki Doki.
Doki Doki is one of the options, that's funny. Oh, you got an achievement.
Cool. Ooh, it's 30.
Spend enough time during the poem minigame for the music to loop. Okay, that's a weird achievement earned, but whatever. I guess we'll take what we can get.
Yeah. So I picked passion, excitement.
Pain.
Pain.
I think we'll make it nice and deep.
Yes.
Yes, that's
Pain.
what we want. There's just something. Contamination! No, that might be too deep of a word.
Together.
Oh.
Death.
Getting real dark there.
Yeah.
Adventure, fantasy. Do fantasy.
Fantasy.
Make it sultry. Yes. Eternity. Ambient. Ooh. That's a beautiful word. Kawaii. So there's a lot of like obscure words, and then there's a lot of like deep words that you could go with too.
Massacre.
What
the fuck?
There's a lot of ways this could go, and I feel that it's subtly like foreshadowing something.
Yeah, do love.
Ooh,
Kitty!
Kitty!
Oh gosh.
Suicide is painless.
Find it funny how my person's name is Trini Kitty with like a manly voice.
Yeah, well that's why. Yeah. Well, you didn't know what like we were doing either, so you just did whatever.
Yeah. Nature.
Nature! It's like natural beauty. Yeah, so I feel that just adding a really deep masculine voice and doing my Justice Friends narrator voice was the best option. Meanwhile, at the Literature Club.
Yes. Marshmallow.
Jeez, you gotta pick 20 words.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, you haven't even done half. You're only at 9.
I'm just gonna pick all the words that are attractive to me.
All right.
Picks marshmallow.
Just start speed run it. Just go. You get whatever you want.
Heartbeat. Silly.
Make it sultry but lighthearted, delightful.
Ashamed. Uncanny. Strawberry. Fireworks.
Oh, food play, huh?
Let's see.
Oh, there's a lot going on in here.
Ooh, Valentine.
Hell yeah.
Bouncy.
Watch it like it's just gonna be like a jump. It's gonna be like a Mad Libs or something.
Yeah.
And it's gonna make like no sense. We're picking all these, like trying to pick these deep words, and none of it's gonna have any coherence by the end of it. Incongruent. I don't even know how you would. That seems like too big of a word. Like I can understand if you want to like write something deep, you'd want to use like big or meaningful words, but incongruent.
Whoops. Yeah.
That seems a bit far fetched. Bless you.
Thank you.
Goodness. Contaminate the place with that Chinese virus. Why don't you?
Oh yeah.
Get us all sick up in here. We gotta burn everything now. She's getting everybody sick with the sweet and sour sickened.
Oh yeah.
The only way to heal her is to play this weird dating simulator. Oh, here we go again. Hi, again, Trini Kitty. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha, ha, ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. Damn it. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Trini Kitty. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. At least Oh, sorry. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the clubroom. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Trainer Kitty always gives it his best as long as he's having fun.
You're having a hard time here, aren't you?
Yeah. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is messy and distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you?
Oh gosh.
I might be a little jealous. Oh god.
Oh, how come? You and Trini Kitty can become good friends too.
It's the first time I saw them say your name without parentheses. Sayori.
What is this?
There's a lot happening right now. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she's just put me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know.
Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
What the fuck? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book! Big fucking surprise! I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked this book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. I feel like that's a passive insult, while at the same time trying to be charming. He's like, I know you're stupid and don't read a lot, so here's a short book that you should be able to keep your attention on this just long enough to finish one chapter at least. And you could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... What was this girl accidentally being cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I will definitely read this. Eventually. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. And she just disappears like a fucking ghost. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet.
Of course.
Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature-related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica.
We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though.
Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone that literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds.
That doesn't solve the problem, though.
What do you mean?
Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds.
What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating, or...
Deliberating.
Yeah, I had it right for a second. I can read words!
Yeah.
It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick?
What kind?
Well, I guess we could.
Cupcakes.
Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that.
You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly.
That wasn't why you suggested it.
Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy.
Cupcakes it is, then.
I'm hungry.
Of course you fucking are. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies an unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to something and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh, God! I open my eyes to see Sayori's face, filling my vision. Why are you so fucking close? I nearly fall out of my chair.
Hold on. Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. What the fuck was that? It's your fault for sleeping like that.
So you just get up in the guy's face? What the hell?
This isn't the napping club.
Does our school have a napping club? I'll join that, fuck.
You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it.
Don't say that out loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard.
It's true, though.
Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
It's what I do best.
That's a problem.
Oh no.
What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Not every day.
That's not very convincing. I'm not convinced. How many days in the past week have you gotten up on time?
It's a secret.
I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of a doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself.
How is it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this.
My hair is just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair.
Ew.
Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your right collar, or on your collar right here.
The fuck is this?
I try to wipe off the stain with my finger.
But nobody would ever notice that.
Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that.
Hey, you meanie.
And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up.
Oh, God.
Seriously. Sayori.
Ew.
Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Oh, that's kind of a dick thing to say.
Huh?
Like, I made it sound really, like, seductive, but that's kind of a dickish thing to say.
Yeah, that's super mean.
Sorry. But you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how better it looks, you'll change your mind. This guy's oh God, whoa! 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 Hold the fucking phone!
This is so funny.
Whoa, what is it? Wait, what is?
Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things.
Eh? Don't say that. Don't make it weird.
Don't make it weird.
You'll make me feel weird about it. Stupid bitch.
It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you?
I guess.
Hey, be careful. The button might come off.
Oh, why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest.
Me too.
Does this thing even fit you properly?
Uh-huh.
I feel like this is written deliberately, kind of like a bad porno. Like,
Yeah.
this is like a bad. Why isn't the music just like suddenly turned to like brown?
Yeah.
Brown.
It did when I bought it.
Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
It means my boobs got bigger.
All right. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now. So, why does it feel so strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that?
But it's so stuffy.
Stop it.
It's not worth it at all.
Oh my God! Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more.
Phew! That's so much better.
Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around.
So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying that like it's a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, then it wouldn't even let you do things like that. And you take care of me better than anyone else would, anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
You slut. Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
Huh? I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier, alright?
Oh gosh. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine. It's a deal.
I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori. You're testing me.
Oh, but I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Okay, everyone.
Monica suddenly calls out.
Why don't we share the poems we wrote now?
Yes. Yay! Trini Kitty, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah, actually I just kind of stood there and clicked on a bunch of different words. That's poetry, right? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. Of course it is. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers on in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself.
Who should I share my poem to first? Sayori. Ah, now she's being weird.
That bitch. She is being super inappropriate. She is using sexual innuendos in the school grounds. I'm gonna report that bitch.
So I know if we share it with Sayori, she's gonna try and make it weird. If I share it with Natsuki, she's gonna be pissed anyways. And these two girls are just straight up weird and boring. Sayori.
You're to Sayori anyway?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend, after all.
Yes, good friend.
Indeed.
Oh my goodness. This is so good, Trini Kitty.
Eh?
I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sayori? You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all, I swear. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Trini Kitty poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Oh. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest.
Okay.
You're really weird, Sayori.
Uh-huh. I'm really happy. Just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not
to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Trini Kitty. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will... I can't read today. That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright. I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that.
We'll see about that! He punches her in the face. Give me the paper.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we actually read. Okay.
Aw.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning.
The fuck?
It makes me feel like you missed me.
Stalker status.
Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. Making me rub the sleepy from my eyes.
Aww.
Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too.
Aww.
If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad.
That's cute.
Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
I can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. Or you can't, excuse me.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or, how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast. What the fuck?
What?
What?
That's neither here nor there, even though you were late for school.
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thank you for showing me.
Uh-huh. This was so fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I...
That's
shit.
me.
Sorry.
Well, I guess I look forward to that. I feel like that was... Well, I guess I look... Shouldn't I say, I guess I'll look forward to that?
I guess I look forward to it.
Yeah. I guess I look forward to it. It sounds sarcastic when he's saying... I mean, he's an asshole.
Yeah.
There's no getting around that. And everything...
Like, it kind of sounds like he's talking to himself. He's like, I guess I look forward to it.
I guess I look forward to that. Well, it would have been like the narration thing if you're talking to himself. Anyway, who should I show my poem to next?
Natsuki.
Natsuki? Alright.
Well, it's about... What? Wait, I need to... What's about what I expected from... Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
Had a hard time reading that, did you?
Yes, I did.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions.
So, basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes.
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Well, anyways, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
I probably won't. Yeah. What the hell? Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it.
Okay.
That actually seemed a little...
Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
That actually seemed a little deep, didn't it? Like, it was really condescending. It seemed more like a riddle, but I feel like it was, like, kind of deep and, like, kind of bitchy and condescending. Like, you would write that. You would write that.
You would write it.
You would. I like it.
Huh? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously.
But that isn't the point of poems. What? But isn't that the point of poems? For people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Oh, what? Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
I like how the guy thinks the poem was actually deep and he liked it when I was just saying, yeah, that was actually kind of deep.
Yeah.
Despite being something that, like, a 3-year-old could write. You just fucking
I'm
skipped
so
by it.
sorry.
How fucking dare you?
I forgot I already pressed it. But the other... But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a... I can't fucking read. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be pro.
Yeah, of course.
I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, who reads it next?
Let's do Monica.
You want to do Monica? Alright.
Hi, Trini Kitty. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, won't you share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Ha ha ha. Don't worry, Trini Kitty. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. She just starts making like microwave beeping.
I like this one. It makes me think something Sayori would like.
Is that so?
You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common.
Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
You sure you're not reading into it too much?
Ha 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 ha. I could be.
I could be.
Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri.
Not really.
But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew someone so happy would enjoy sad things too?
Yeah, that's totally unexpected.
Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ha 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 ha! Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good.
Well, that's 'cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know.
I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with the permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices, and you can scroll down. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
Jeez.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
Ha 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 ha. That's okay.
It took you forever. You're just spacing out like, oh, right.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, that's the kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes, when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something done on paper and tidy it up later. Anyway, or another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, you only have one option to show left.
Yeah.
Pause. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine. Don't force yourself or hurt yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah? Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Ah, it's that bad, huh?
No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes, and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people.
It's fine. I really didn't notice.
Or wait, I did the wrong fucking voice. Ah, it's fine. I didn't really notice. What were you saying?
Right. It's just that there are some specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize with the new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is what both style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together. It's probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though.
Biased how?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Oh, please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Uh-huh. Oh, that's short again. Ghosts under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the ember glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Interesting.
I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking about that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Ah. Well, I guess I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Eh? That's a relief.
Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive.
It wasn't too short?
Oh, it's never too short.
Oh no.
I usually write longer poems.
Oh, I bet you do. Not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since our last time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Trini Kitty.
Really? I must have totally missed the point then.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Well, if it makes me happy it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Way to be creepy. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced through the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori, Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their expressive poems. As I read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What? What's with this language?
Eh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss a symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Trini Kitty did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon, unless of course I might come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Trinity liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, shit.
Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested. I was gonna say infested.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Eh? That's not what You're just...
Yuri stands up as well. Ooh, catfight.
Maybe you're just jealous that Trinity appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours.
Oh, don't drag me into this.
How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who's
We're going down this path. All right.
I was. Wait. I wasn't the one.
That one kind of punched you in the mouth, didn't it?
I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Trinity Kitty started showing up.
Natsuki!
Natsuki.
That's a little...
Oh.
No,
It doesn't
involve
involve
you.
you!
Oh, great tandem.
I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly, both girls turn around towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Trinity Kitty! She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have it to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Trini Kitty.
Well, wait! There's a reason I have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and the meaning most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Trinity Kitty?
Well?
Oh, shit. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, that's going to be... Who are you going to agree with?
Help me, Sayori. Help me, Sayori.
Natsuki! Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Yeah! Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this?
Trini Kitty, well, that's her problem. This isn't about her.
Bitch! I agree. It's unfair to others to interject their own feelings into our conflict.
Yeah, unless Sayori wants to yell at Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being.
She could never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place.
Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why. Exactly why nobody likes. Stop, guys. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because...
Well...
Also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's... and Yuri's boobs are the same as they always are. Big and beautiful.
Oh, alright.
Okay.
Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression.
I'll make some tea.
Yuri rushes off. She shot off real fucking quick. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president, huh? I whisper to Monica. She nods in return.
To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things. But I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing for me. Ha 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 ha.
Nah. It's not like I can blame you. Turn it down. I wasn't able to say anything either.
Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she?
You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing.
I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt.
That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get a chance to talk to her a little more. Oh shit, she's back.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
Trini, Kitty, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Trini Kitty, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Oh. Okay. So, let's pause there because we've been going for almost twice as long as the last video. I didn't mean to let it go that long. So we'll pause this one. I am your host, Rogue Arbiter, here with Calico Critic, and this has been another really boring episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. But don't worry, the fun will begin soon.
Yes, I am Calico Chronicler. Yes, I'm not Calico.
Right, that was your old name. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That was your old one. I am sorry. Calico Chronicler now. Yes, and we will see you all